everyone, welcome to UiBrains and this is Naveen. In this video, we are going to discuss about the functions of arrays. Okay, so we already discussed the arrays concept, but there are some functions pending in arrays concept. So let's have a look what are the functions available. So I have already taken a list of functions from the official JavaScript documentation. So there are some functions like shift, unshift, slice, splice, split, join, filter, for each, find. Okay, so there are some push, pop, a lot of other functions are there. So let's understand the practical example of these functions. So let me just close all the things. Here, let me open arrays, app.js. So let's start with the functions of arrays. Okay, so very first function I want to um, tell you is shift. Let me copy this, paste it. Before we understand, let's create a separate setup. So I'll just make let technologies is equal to one array. So this having some set of technologies like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and jQuery, and Bootstrap. Okay, fine. We have an array. We have an array. So this array we are gonna see now. Console.log of technologies. If I say console log of technologies, I got sorry, I have to open arrays, inspect console. Okay, refresh again. Yeah, so we got HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and jQuery. Before this, I write a console log just for our understanding. Shift function. Okay, so from here, shift function starts. What is shift is to remove the first element from an array. So I have an array. This contains HTML, CSS, and also I have to remove the first element that is called HTML. How to remove the first element is text technologies dot shift. Just call shift. It removes the first element. So what are the first elements? It removes. Now just say console dot log of technologies. Now check. See here, HTML has been removed in the next array. Okay, so it means the first element has been removed. And next, another one is there that's called unshift. Let me copy the this thing unshift. Let me paste it here. Unshift, but you must not declare again. So I just delete it. Yeah. So what is unshift is it adds the first element. So shift means it removes the first element, and unshift means it has to add to the first element. So I write here unshift. I add Node.js. So I am adding Node.js as a first element to this array. So when you see here, see Node.js has been added as the first element before HTML. Okay, so we have shift and unshift to remove or add to the front of the array. So same like that, we can remove or add to the end of the array, that is called push and pop. Let's see them. I'll just copy this, paste it. So there is a function called push. So push function adds to the last. So adds to the last element. I'll just add it as a push. Push, what happens is this Node.js can be added as a last element after Bootstrap. So you check here. I think you have to change this. Push. Check now. So one element has added in the end of the array. That's called push. One more is there. That's called pop. It removes the last element. Copy this and paste it. Copy the pop. This is pop. So to remove the last element, you don't need to pass anything. Just call a pop. If I say pop, it removes the last element. You can check now. The bootstrap has been removed from the array. That's called remove from the last. Same like this, we have other functions like sort to sort an array in ascending order. So let's see this one. So copy this, paste it. Let's make a sort. Um, Replace. Yeah, I'm gonna use sort function. I just use sort. So if I say sort, see, HTML, CSS, and all are sorted as per the ascending order of this each character. So Bootstrap, CSS, HTML, JA, and JQ ascending order. We have another function called reverse. You can reverse all the existing elements in a reverse order. What is that is reverse. Let me first of all copy this and paste it here. I'm using a reverse. So function name is reverse. So I just want to say the reverse. So if I say reverse, check it out. All these elements, okay, it's not order, just only reverse the existing elements, however it is. So Bootstrap, J, query, JavaScript, CSS, and lastly HTML. Fine. See here, in the sort function, we have ascending order of all the elements and reverse as it is reverse. But I want reverse sort. It means not ascending order, I want descending order. So for descending order, they have not given any function. You can use both of these functions to make your goal, okay, opposite to ascending order. So let's make that reverse order of elements. So you can actually do one thing. You can copy paste. This is actually no function. Let's make a reverse order. You can do first of all sort. See, if I say sort, what happens? All are sorted in ascending order. So as per sorted array, you can say dot reverse. So what happened? The sorted one will be reversed. So you that you will get a reverse sort. Okay, so this is how you can perform a reverse sort in JavaScript. And you have other functions, um, that is splice. Yeah, splice actually having a different syntaxes. Let's see them. So let's say splice. uh, See, in the previous examples, I mean previous functions, what you have seen is we can remove or add to the first element and we can remove or add to the last element. But if you want to remove or replace in the middle of the elements, you can go for splice. But splice is having various other parameters. So let's have a look. The very first parameter I want to do is splice of index. Splice function, you have to pass some index of any element. So what it does is it removes all the elements from the given index. It whatever the index you have given, from that index all the elements will be removed. We want to see, let's check here. Splice, I want to provide the index. If you provide the index, sorry, what's the index? I'll provide 2. So uh, 0 1 2. So JavaScript is having the index 2. I'm providing 2. So if you provide the index 2, what happens is from this particular index all these elements will be removed. So automatically you get only HTML and CSS. Okay, this is called splice. Suppose you provide 0. So 0 means from the 0 index all elements will be removed. So you will get empty. Fine. So here in this, uh, from the given index, all elements has been removed. We have another syntax of splice. You can even specify how many number of elements can be removed. So the it removes the given number of elements from the index. It means if I say 2 comma 1, if you don't provide, it removes all the elements. If you provide 1, so from the given index only one element will be removed. It means index to JavaScript. So from this particular index, only one element will be removed. So you get JavaScript has been removed. If you make something called two, so what happens? So from this index, two elements will be removed and bootstrap will be here. Okay, so like that. Okay, so 2 comma 1 JavaScript has been removed. And the same example, we have another one to replace. So replace also splice only, but it is like this. Index comma 1 comma replace elements. So it replaces the given elements at the given index. What this is index comma 1. How many at what index you want to replace, and how many elements you want to replace, and what is that replace element. So here 2 comma 1 comma node.js. So what I'm doing is at the index 2 replace one element called JavaScript and replace it with node.js. So you get the answer JavaScript replace with node.js. If you want to replace a bootstrap with React.js, so what do you do? Index 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's 4 and it's gonna be 1, and this is gonna be the React.js. So bootstrap has been replaced with React.js. Okay, so this is actually replace in the middle and remove from the middle of an array. And we have other functions like split and join. um, Let me get them. So first of all, I'll copy the same, paste it. First of all, I'll see the join. Here join. What is join is this function is able to collect the each and every element of from array and then convert them to a string. See what is that? Let's say join with some separator. So what is my plan is I just join them together. Okay, first of all I'll just print it. Yeah, I got an array. Let me join all these elements with a given separator. What you do is let's uh, text string is equal to technologies dot join them with sorry, so join them with hyphen, and let me say a console.log of text string. Here see all are joined with a separator. You can give any separator. You just give us normal space, or you can give some dots, or you can give some ABC like that. So any separator you can give it. I'll just give some hyphen as my separator. Fine. This is about a join function. So this converts the array elements to a string. Opposite to this is a split. What is split is it will convert the string to an array. So array to string is join and string to array is split. Let me copy this. I'll just write a split then. Let me copy the split. Split. So first of all, I write console.log of text string. So what is text string? Let's write console.log of function also split. Yeah, split. I have a string. So convert this string back to an array. So how you do is let new text is equal to text string dot split with the same separator you have to give. So what is the separator you have used it to join, and same separator you have to use to split also. And then finally it returns an array. So I write console.log of new text. This is gonna be the new array which given by the split function. So check now, see string has been splitted to the array elements. Okay, so this is called split function. And other function we have is for each find and filter. So for each function we have already discussed in the last arrays concepts to iterate the elements of an array. So I think I show you here. Hmm, yeah, it's here. So colors dot for each, you get the each element for every iteration and you can use that elements. But here I'm going to tell you another way is filter function. What is filter function is if you want to filter the array elements based on a certain condition, you have to use a filter function. So previously we have a employees array which contains a lot of employees. So we have filtered based on the age. Okay, so we have taken a junior employees. So here we have not used any function related to the JavaScript arrays, but we have done with a normal, I mean, default approach without functions. I will tell you easiest way how can you do the same process with filter function. So first of all, I'll just grab this same thing. I just copy. Um, I just paste it here. Filter function. Okay, so let's make don't declare let again junior employees. So here what we have done is I don't need console. Yeah. So here let's make a function also filter. Okay. So what we made is we have loop it and based on a condition of age we made junior employees in the previous video of JavaScript arrays and we got an array of 3 employees based on their age less than or equal to 30. I want to do the same process using a JavaScript filter function. What you can do is see let jr employees is equal to it's a new variable employees dot filter. Inside you will get the each element in a form of a function. You will get each employee and this employee I'm going to make a condition, so I can write written employee each employee dot age is less than or equal to 30. So if you can make this condition, so it's keep executing for each and every employee and whose employee age is less than or equal to 30, that employee will be written, means it will be pushed to this particular array. So when I say console dot log of gr employees, when I print it, you get the same amount of 3 elements. You can check now. Both are having Rajan, Laura, and David. Rajan, Laura, and David. So you got same amount of data. But this is the easiest way than this one. Okay, so here we have around 5 6 lines. Here just 3 or 4 lines. One more I want to tell you is active employees. Let's make that example also active employees. So let me copy this, paste it. So active employees again, it's a filter function. So copy this, paste it over here. Yeah, I got 3 active employees. All are active. Next, let's make the same thing using filter. So I say let active employees is equal to employees. The syntax like this: filter. Here you will have a function. So this you get each employee, and you will return employee dot is active. That's it. Okay, and you can just say console dot log of active employees. Okay, so you get the answer same again. Uh, See here, so John, Rajan, David, John, Rajan, and David. So we got the same data. So either use this approach or you can use this approach. Okay, fine. So these are the very important functions of arrays I want to discuss. So it's finished, and so in the next video we'll see the JavaScript predefined objects like a date object, math object, numbers, strings, JSON objects. So those predefined objects we're gonna see in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe to my channel, and we'll meet in the next video. Thank you.